You think then that as soon as I take the little peep pick, I'll also put some of the fucking soda into the fucking fridge. I do want to have something with a bit more in the way of taste. In my mouth. Fine. Now, as healthy as water might be. Not saying it's not drinkable or anything, no. Quite the opposite, but does get rather boring. Relatively quickly. I must admit, I do like this view. It's rather impressive. Well, which one? I basically went to every bloody shopkeeper. He's like, well, a certain shopkeeper. Sitting like, which one? Like a certain one. Yeah, tells me nothing. You want me to kill the dog this time? Oh well. Could be worse, I suppose. Could be worse. Oh, lucky enough I do remember. The boulevard. That was nice when. Where's the quest? Well, right next door. It's like, okay. Good base. I like it. Sounds very, very much efficient. Efficiency is king. Where's the dog? The most ferocious creature that I'm supposed to be slaying. Ah, there it is. No dog. Could we stop standing around like idiots and actually chase it, or just we're gonna stare at it running away for like, 30 seconds or so, because why not, I guess? And we're going to give chase. Doesn't seem like a very efficient strategy, but well, the game has decided that it is the strategy we're going to use, so... I'm somewhat busy. What do you want? I'm pretty sure you drove nothing over. It was us that actually did damage and caused it to flee. For sure. Hello, creature. I still do love this ability. It just seems rather nice. It seems to hit quite a bit brutally. Let's do this triple thing. Hit it. I never got to finish that one, am I? Like triple slash, what does it do? It hits 3 times. After 2 times everything is dead. As pretty nice, yes, but seemed a bit wasteful. I do must admit I do find this game a lot more bearable now that these voices are Japanese. Strange how that works, isn't it? Especially because Final Fantasy VII wasn't really voiced much. But apparently. It's like, there might be a hidden Shinra laboratory somewhere around here. And everybody's like, yes, Shinra literally is everywhere. Wouldn't really be surprised that you dig up the next best canal sewer system thingy and find a fucking Shinra thingy down there. Well, I mean, technically speaking, if it pays better, yeah, sure, give me more vigilance. That sounds good. Well, I bet just a tiny bit over the top here. One more quest. Yeah, and I think it kinda depends a bit on how things go, but Yes, seems like you don't have that much else to do, which is good actually. Gosh, mean we're getting closer. By the way, peasants, we have missions to do. Rage beasts to slay and actually, what was the mission? If he's supposed to be slaying some drakes or something. That actually is somewhat heroic, isn't it? It's better than slaying rats and claiming that to be the be-all and all. Hello, stranger. Yes, yes, we heard. Nobody's surprised, everybody down here knows Tifa. Well, there are two particular reasons that I can immediately imagine why that would be the case. Not BA, I mean, you know, rather attractive female walking around. People will probably look. B, the simple fact that she actually is running a little bar. In the slums where people are not probably not in the best of circumstances most of the time, then a bar is pretty much a guaranteed success. To a certain degree. Put it nicely. Probably also be a good reason why people would know you if you're running a fucking bar. Profiting most deliciously of the suffering of those poor downshore people. That would be feature. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Yes, please me, Howard. Okay, let's see. She's set up. Probably can't go left or right from there, so we have up, then we can go down. That leads to there. How question is actually if we can, because otherwise that would be a dead end. I will just see. How bad could it be? Okay. Answers that question, that is just closed. Yep. Oh, way could be a good strategy. Oh, guess I'll drink even more water. Pretty dope. You kinda need to take a piss if this continues. All of you people thinking it's worked at all. I mean, to be fair, yes, and I am drinking a lot more water, or trying to do at least. But seriously, when I get up to take a piss, I'm going to take the fucking Coke into the fridge because I do want to have something with a bit more taste once in a while. Nothing against water, but it does get fucking boring rather quickly. Yeah. Also, at some point in the near future, you have to tell me a bit more about all of the dramas that I've missed in my absence, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of it. Hell, you know, probably make a nice little video out of that. Or try to make. I've really tried my hand at that for quite a while. Actually, the last thing I did was the little cooperative. Well, to be fair, you also didn't really have much of an opportunity to generate pop points, which, to be fair, is my own fault. Ah. But apart from the drama that I personally created, I do hope that nothing too serious has happened. Also, do save up, you know, like 1,500, is it? You can get a Homity. I've created it. Actually, I wanted to present that before I was so rudely taken to the fucking hospital. It was made precisely for people who have a tendency to collect too many points and not spend them like you did a while ago. I remember that. I very much remember it. I do remember poor little Terry always like, I have no points, I spent them all in water. And you've got strategy as the big guy with the big pants and the big fucking pockets and going like, all the points, bitch. Good times. Yeah, I just wanted to present you all, and especially people like you who have a tendency to save all of the points, have something to actually spend them on, and so I made a little animation thing for you. Spend your points on. But then I could never actually get it revealed because, well, I kinda ended up in hospital. But it should be set up now, and it should actually, technically speaking, be working. Technically speaking, don't take my word for it though. I haven't figured out that fucking camera thing, so wouldn't count on it. But since it was set up before I was gone, Blackbird was involved, so there is a bit of a chance there. Okay. But I still haven't figured out why it doesn't show anything. Otherwise that thing would be already on. But if I have problems setting up a thing. I mean, it did work. I tried it before. The what's it called? The Windows application for it. Of course, I'm still with good old-fashioned Streamlabs. It just gets the job done, and it's the one I'm most used to. But since Streamlabs is basically OBS, believe you me, I had worked with the Kronos, and he was using OBS at the time. I can tell you, yeah, those two are quite literally interchangeable. Hello, random stranger woman. Tell me of your problems so I can solve them for you and get some money out of it. But yeah, technically speaking, where would the problem be? Because you see, there's a Windows thing where you can actually use your camera, and that thing shows the picture, which is a pretty boring frontal view because I think that thing was set up for zoom. I'm actually expecting me to be more than just a little annoyed. I'm quite ready and expecting him to call me a bit of a motherfucker, honestly. Rightfully so, mind you. I mean, it's not like I could help it, but I did just randomly disappear in the middle of all of our plans and shit, so I wasn't expecting him to be, you know... Okay, no. We'll see. Everybody else. Yeah. Pretty sure that that is indeed true. That is probably an understatement. But hey, can't help that now, can I? Okay. Now that way up there first, so yeah, no. We shall see how that works out. One way or another. Get backed on. Actually. Yeah. Yeah, but he was finding something. That's where the material was. Good to know. Alright. More evil little creatures that wanna die a horrible death. That can be arranged. Yeah, we can finally find something a bit more our class, basically. So I don't think the game is accounted for the fact that we're quite high level. That's a straight. I don't know how I hit it, but it hit. So good on us, I suppose. Any reason for us to stay here? I mean, there are some boxes, but I don't really think we have need to stay here any longer. Once I finish with that, I will definitely take a piss. All of that water is running through me like literally water. To no one's surprise. Well, I mean, you know, you could pay me to motivate me. I mean, he's making a good point there. You do need people that are quite capable of doing orders. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure you can take care of the town. That's worked out splendidly so far.
仕事すっかり片付いたね。何でも屋のクラウドの評判も上々。この先どんどん忙しくなるよ。ティファのおかげだ。素直でよろしい。I'm somewhat doubtful that the slums will keep me fed for eternity. でもその前にアパート
I
に
have doubts.
少し休む。
Small, very small doubts.
その1。ね。じゃあ行こう。
I mean, that was again that fucking green thing that randomly pops up and annoys me. Seems to be one more thing good 140 meters away, so we oblige carefully as we are. Once we're done with that and we already have the fucking main quest, we shall engage in a bit of a break. Mostly so I can empty my bladder. I do feel that is rather necessary.
何でもやはお待ち。これは依頼だよ。ティファと仲良くするんだ。しているつもりだ。うわっつらだけだな。そんなのはね、吐いて捨てるほどいるんよ。
You know, woman, you seem to make a bit of a mistake, you know, between friends and lovers. I don't need to take every bloody thought into consideration. That's not my fucking job. And you know, hey, Steve, what we're talking about? I do believe a lot of people had quite a bit of a interest in the good lady in her time. I do rather remember. What was I supposed to be doing? Yes. Well, I mean, to be fair, you know, when you think about the end of the 90s model of Tifa, wasn't really much to look at, but it did spark the fantasy, apparently, quite a bit. Not to say that I wasn't impressed, you know. Yeah, to be fair, Final Fantasy VIII also had some rather neato-cheeto little ladies. Hello, nothing as direct as Tifa and her assets. Which I do like that now they are a lot closer to what was originally there. Like wanna sit down and talk about your feelings and your past and shit, and he's like, after?
戦争中ソルジャーは英雄扱いだった。
うん。毎日ニュースを見てた。
Yes, because soldiers were great heroes of the war.
でも
Everybody likes a good piece of propaganda.
状況が変わっていたんだ。憧れていたような仕事はなくて。
Also rather interesting because while soldier most definitively is quite the elite unit, it's not actually the classical military, because it's a unit that belongs to Shinra. Shinra has its own private military. It's kinda scary, but you know, if a company has the money to actually employ a fucking military, they're totally not gonna misuse that in any way, shape, or form, now, will they? Ah, of course not. They also will totally adhere to any ethical standards, how to create even better soldiers. Totally. Totally not going to inject some random cells they found to people. Or bathe them in Marco energy or anything like that. Yeah. Totally not.
おしゃれ。
私だってするときはするよ。
服あるのか？
That's a bit of a strange question, because I'm pretty sure that Cloud came into the city with literally the clothes on his back and a sword. Asking somebody else if they have some fancy clothing is kind of like, do you have any fancy clothing? I mean, sporty you're basically already wearing. To be fair, refine. Well, let's go for something exotic. I can't even imagine what Tifa would consider exotic, so seems like an interesting choice. But yes, what an interesting view of the future. Once again, like to ask the question, Cloud, do you have any fancy clothing? Because I'm pretty sure you don't. I mean, to be fair, he's probably capable of making enough money to get himself some clothing, but at least for the moment he doesn't have any. Yes, of course not. The strategy we all know, Shinra would never hold anyone at gunpoint to tell about their great deeds and how they totally did not try do horrible things to Wutai? I think the word was Wutai, but they totally did not fuck them over massively, and they're totally not trying to blame them for everything bad that has ever happened in Midgar. Totally not. Shinra's the good company. They're the good guys. They're just doing the good things, you know? That's how it goes. Don't worry about any information you hear that might go otherwise. It's totally not a thing. Aren't they not supposed to be up here? Aren't they supposed to be down there? Yeah, everything is fine. Don't worry. We're the good guys. Totally ethical, correct form of creating better soldiers. I mean, I do believe that they originally started with just, well, good soldiers. As in, you know, they took the best of the people, put them in a unit and went like, look, elites. And then they started with this whole nonsense of, what random alien cells and micro energy to spare, so we just inject people with that shit. See what happens. Well, to be fair, they did kind of work off the Sephiroth idea, going like, look, we have a Sephiroth. He's awesome at his job. We want more of him. How can we get more of him? Oh well. We'll just try. Worked out actually surprisingly well. Apart from all of the things that nobody ever considered happening and happened and put everything over. And then they lost their complete unit because basically all of the soldiers kinda just went their own way. Starting with, of course, Sephiroth, who at first decided that, you know what, do this shit. I can make a pretty good damn fucking fireworks show of my very own and I don't need any help for it. Right he was. Don't hold fucking tone for it. Okay, so we're done with that now. Pretty sure we don't have anything else quest-wise to do, at least not according to my map, which is good. But that does mean that in the next step we'll probably have to do something story-wise. Of course, before we do that, I will finally make good on my promise to go pee. It's such a pain to be drinking that much water, but Jesus fucking Christ. That is what is needed, it shall be done. That also means that I need to plan for a lot more pee breaks in my near future. Which is indeed something I'm not looking forward to very much. Oh well. That said though, you will have to excuse me for just a tiny moment. I'll also put a few things in the fridge. Something maybe a bit more tasty than just water. I'll even give you the tea. Nice little one. Actually, there's no black blocks. Don't worry about the black box. I'm sure we'll figure it out in time. Give me just a second. You do indeed need a Coke ready. I also realized I had some Coke already in the fridge. And my past self worked pretty damn hard for me. I wanna catch my past self on the shoulder now and go like, yes, you bloody did well. Okay. At some point. Near future. Deal with that. For the moment, we shall enjoy a cutscene while I light the pipe. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be one. Hold it. I finally have a bit of coke. Just a small bottle. I'm sure that's not enough to actually be harmful. You know, if I drink like 2 liters of water, then put it down with like not even half a liter of coke, I'm pretty sure nobody can complain too loudly. Must say, nice ice cold Coca-Cola is pretty fucking tasty. I mean, don't get me wrong. In the last few months I had the greatest of plethoras of fucking fruit juices and different waters, but full on fucking sugar nonsense, that does fucking taste pretty nice. Tifa, got one of my Robbie. Still drinking. That's the horrible music there's right then and there. Jesus fucking Christ. Hey, bitch, please. If they wanted to see us, they would see us. Can we? Can we? Yeah, we can. I see white panties. I am pleased. That is indeed appropriate. Pretty sure the virgin model had like what, some black shorts or something. Everybody else was like, oh, that's not correct. Not how that's supposed to be. Hey, seriously, come on. You can't make people wait like 20 fucking years to finally get a bit of a better look, and then you go like, meh. I decided to, you know, go for some shorts. It's kind of a moment where people go like, well, fuck you, it's time for a fucking revolution now. Square. Actually, no, it's yeah. Correctly speaking, Square Enix these times. And back, was Square? Pretty sure it was just Square. Wasn't it? First it was Square, then it was Square Soft, then nowadays it's Square Enix. They did make quite interesting and nice little games back then. Oh, Kitty. I saw that. What the fuck did you try to eat there? He's so fucking plastic. Smart. But yeah, I should definitely make myself a nice little note that I should write myself a national Coke regime. For you. Some dead noise of a person. Man, he's making it a good point. I mean, we could have at least done the fucking... Oh well, let's not think about that too deeply, shall we? He's just gonna run through town a bit tied up. Yeah, that's okay. Totally okay. Nothing to worry about at all. That's actually a good question, especially because this gate seems to be opening towards this side. I mean, maybe you can swing it both sides. Let's take a look. Yeah, pretty sure you can swing this to both sides. So if you just run into it like this, you could probably just burst out. Because if this gate can only be opened in this way, in this direction, you'd probably have a fucking hard time. I mean, sure, he could probably turn around, grip it with his tied up hands, then pull it open, then turn around again, and then run out of here. But not what we saw now, is it? A bit inconsistent that the gate stands open in this direction. Just a tiny bit. But you know, it's still small enough that I'm willing to overlook it, although to be fair, technically speaking, in a modern game, you could expect him to work a bit more. You could. But I mean, you know, he now has nice Mako empowered eyes. Less Mako infused. Wait, at least he didn't got any, you know, cat eyes like fucking Sephiroth got out of the deal. But then again, Sephiroth is a bit special. He's a bit of a special boy. A bit of a mama complex, to put it. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, Kitty. Would you stop trying to eat random fucking bits of plastic? Oh, where the fuck you find them? Second, I'll need to collect a piece of plastic around me. Oh well. I did 1 hour ends. Every fucking minute let's do that shit. Gonna take like fucking 5 minutes and then he's gonna fucking throw up. And at good money. I would probably do it on the fucking carpet just to fuck with me. I could swear over it. So yeah. Still doesn't seem like anything quest popped up on the map, so I guess. Oh. Is that a fucking zoom? Yes, this. That's gonna save me a lot of time. Are you fucking serious, game? And there's totally not enough space to fit through here. Totally not enough space to fit through here. Totally not enough space to fit through here. Easy fucking assholes, Jesus Christ. Like, come on. I'm willing to forgive and forget some inconsistency, but that is just fucking nonsense. But yes, in every fucking semi-cutscene where you force me to walk ever so slowly, I can squeeze through basically every fucking smallish area imaginable. God beware, I tried to go through there. God beware indeed. I think we've almost reached the point where we actually are outside of the area that we played originally. Relatively certain.
そうだな。この辺りで仕事して金を貯める。
This make me wonder. Oh. We're going to see. I'm done for the day. How's it gonna play out the whole thing? You know, the way Cloud came back to Midgar was rather interesting, to put it mildly.
マリ、店の前でジェシーを待ってる。
次の作戦、明日決行になった。今から作戦会議。
会議の前に報酬をもらいたい。
取り込み中だ。会議が終わるまで黙って待ってろ。ティファもすぐ来いよ。
Really doesn't sound promising. Like, yeah, sure, you'll get your money, just wait. Like, how long?
ほんとごめん。もう少しだけ待ってて。お詫びに。
Meantime, you want me to sit around like an idiot. Fine, I'll do it. Not that hard of a job. Actually, I'm pretty good at just sitting around. I'm doing it right now. You know what? Yeah, give me whiskey, please.
きついの。
Nice single malt on the rocks. I could go for one now. Please, it doesn't look like whiskey. I ordered one.
How's it? くれるお客さん多いんだ。
人気なわけだ。
お客様、さすがお目が高い。続きましては。
Me to be fair, whiskey has 10 nice
当店名物
goldish color to it. What was the point of putting it in a fucking shaker? If it's just whiskey, or if it's just rum, why put it in a shaker? You could have just put it from the bottle and went like here. And for some mysticistic reason, without actually adding much into it, it's now red. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Christian, we did watch a lot of that, didn't we? Actually, has something new happened in that area? I dread to think that there might be more at this point. But you're still running around with your gun out, and nobody seems to give a... Okay, to be fair, it's the slums. In the slums, nobody is gonna give a shit if you're armed. Why the fuck do you go like this on the train? Ah,
決まり私が押すから
totally a magic shaker. I mean, as I said, you know, I'm willing to overlook some small things. Apart from that fucking breastplate, which annoys the ever living shit out of me. For some reason. And not much, I was just complaining about the breastplate and the simple fact that some things are strange. Oh yeah, right. Since you mentioned Christian, has something new happened in my absence? Because at some point we're probably going to continue watching that, won't we? God bless poor little soul. Pretty sure we stopped because there wasn't really that much left. I was kind of like, okay, since this seems to be as somewhat over. We do something? Oh yeah, I can get it. Dude, how can I make myself a drink? You see if you have something nice in your fucking stock. I'm calling it a bar, so I'm assuming you'll have some nice drinks. That's a bit too low poly to read. Probably just read. He's from jail and was acquitted from... What the fuck? Just a little flower. Acquitted of it. But to be fair, if that that goes with a nice little stay at a, you know, closed facility for a while, that might actually be a good thing, but I'm assuming that creature has been left to its own devices once more. Okay, there are two notes that say not. Looks a bit like what my kitchen kind of looks like, or my first kitchen looked like. I had a lot of little things up that just said, do not mix that and that. Do not mix that and that. Maybe, yeah. Maybe the judge was just like, you know what? This shit is above my pay grade. I'm just gonna fucking pull out, go like, nope, fuck this, I'm gone. Couldn't even blame the man. Christian is such a fucking shit show. Play games. Music. Nito. Oh right, I can play darts. Actually. I don't need to play. Darts playing is kind of nice. Fucking works. Okay, yeah, that's easy to understand, isn't it? Wish it would be that easy in real life. I suck at darts. It's never stopped me from playing it, mind you, but you know. Rapper bullshit. Not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. It's an even smaller goal. There. Get it one. Triple. God. You're telling me what I need to hit to actually end this here. Oh, you did it. This one. Yeah, Claude is like, not bad, bitch. Ah shit, Brian is still better. Buster did it with 6 darts. What do you even do it? Yeah, okay, you can probably do it with 6 if you actually go for the triple 20. Okay, now I'm supposed to be shutting down again. Sure. I shall wait patiently. Because these bastards still owe me fucking money. You don't look too happy. Now, you got something? Now? Thanks for waiting or something? You left me with 1 drink and you held on to that 1 drink until now. However long later that is.
かなりピンチ。
迷いがあるならやめた方がいい。
I mean, maybe, you know, just stop the terrorism thing. Honestly, considering that she took it out of that fucking can, that my first assumption was that it's just filtered water, honestly. Most alcohol, at least the stuff with a bit more
終わったみたい。
投げ出してき
to
て
it,
たのか
usually comes in nice bottles.
揉めちゃって。そうだ、なんか飲む？
ティファ、決起会だ。うまいもんたっぷり出してくれ。
Who's gonna pay for that? I do wonder how the fuck these terrorists actually make money. Because Tifa seems to be the only one who actually makes money.
お前は
No,
仕事
running the fucking bar probably makes money in the
もとも
slums.
とそのつもりだ。契約が
Doing
なけれ
this
ば
whole
手伝う義理
water filter merchant thing
そう
probably
言う
earns
と
more
思った
money.
ぜ。ほら、残りの報酬だ。
I'm almost
気持ち
certain
上乗せしといて
that。money actually comes of Tifa.
これで晴れて契約終了だ。さあ、悪いが席を外してくれ。身内だけでやりたいんだな。
Well, I mean, that's pretty damn stupid. You let your best combat asset just
誘
go.
ったのにごめんね。みんなと話してるうちに。
Maybe they got a good good
こ
investment
の
firm
逃走と
backing
は
them,
無
you
関
know.
係のクラウドに頼
What's that one
り
big
きだ
one
な。
again?
ジェシー、まだか？
I read about one article about them where it was like, yeah, they managed like
本当、
2
ごめん。
trillion of capital at this point.
会の
Ah,
後
yeah,
でゆっ
BlackRock.
くり話したいな。
The real big one.
気遣いならいい。
ジェシー、我慢の限界っす。
じゃあ後で。
Ah, no, I'm not talking actually.
Go
I read about it because it's ludicrous the amount of money that they actually manage. You can't even manage the sums that they actually flow through that fucking company. It's bloody fucking amazing.
極楽。
That's more money than some
早すぎ。
other big
無
states.
茶すんな。大一番が控えてんだぞ。
だからこそっすよね。
Ah,
ああ、余計な。
ごめんね。今はみんなと話がしたいの。ごめんごめん。そ
no,
れから
no, no,
こ
no,
う
I
いう
don't
の
really care. I'm
久
just
しぶりだ
trying
ね
to take a look at
本
what
家
you're
から追い
presenting
出さ
them.
れて、みんなでやけ食いした時以来っす。
Ah,
追
I
い
mean,
出
the
され
whole
て
idea
な
of an
い。
investment fund, it's kind of like, okay, so you have
独立。
private people that go like, okay, I have an assholeish amount of money and I don't know what to do with it, so they go to a company that goes like, listen, we'll invest for you,
もう1年
and you'll get back some dividends sooner or later.
ここまで来れた。
Okay, some chips,
ありがとうよ。
and whatever the fuck that is supposed to be.
同じ覚悟を決めた仲間だろ。
やっぱ。
Doesn't really seem like you have much in the way of
背中を
drinks
つけられ
though.
るのはお前ら仲間だけだな。
I read it was like bring out the good stuff. I expected actually to see some, you know, bottles of whiskey and vodka and shit, but no, I see 2 beers, then 2 snacks. That's
ティファのおか
kind
げ
of
だね。
pathetic.
仲間の成長が。腹が。
もちろんお腹。
But yeah, the point I was, or the whole point why I was actually reading the fucking article was just the sheer amount of money that these companies manage is so ludicrous in some cases. It's
まったく、うちのボスは人使いが荒いぜ。
that's, you know, you just imagine you're reading an article and it goes like, okay, yeah, we're not talking about, you know, we're not talking about millions, we're not talking about billions, we're literally talking about trillions of fucking dollars that come to this company and then get distributed according to their own systems to other companies as investments. Ludicrous amounts. Just because when such a company then goes like, okay, we're going to invest like 1%, suddenly that 1% is still such a ludicrous amount of money that, Jesus, fuck me sideways. I know, it's just like I do not think that the system in and of itself is bad, it's just that it has swollen to a degree that's not even funny any longer. Because, you know, at this point you really have people that can change whole markets. Yeah? If these people go like, okay, we are going to heavily invest in, let's say, the pharma industry, they could literally make it so that farmers would not even need to work for years. I would still get enough money to live. Jesus, fuck me sideways there. I mean, honestly, It's not even so much that I see a problem with people who actually earn millions. As in they worked hard, you know, for years on end, and they made the company successful, and now they earn the money. Not even seeing a problem with people inheriting that, because, well, you know, fair is fair. Chance is fair for everyone, but Jesus. It reaches points where even I'm going like, okay, it's maybe a bit much. There should be an upper limit to how much a company should be allowed to manage. Let's not talk about this. You're gonna just get... Your poor head's going to explode just trying to imagine the fucking numbers, and then you're gonna sit there like,
500でどうだ
On the other side of the spectrum... excuse me. The other side of the spectrum of people like me who are like, you know, at this point in life, if I could get roughly $1,000 a month, I could probably live off relatively comfortable and just be done with it. Actually, if I managed to get at least that much money, I could probably actually... Well, actually, no, at this point I could potentially just do streaming all day, every day. I guess that would be a nice goal to set up for the moment. Finding a job that at least earns me enough that I can actually invest a bit more time in streaming. Also because, you know, at this point it would be rather unreasonable to go full-time work. Probably gonna have to wait for a bit. But seriously. A difference in perspective. And again, you know, I do hope that I would never ever have to manage that much money, because I would be fucking scared. I'll be quite honest there.
2度も言わせるな
Probably.
どうだろ
But then again, you have to admit, he at least, you know, worked himself up
う神羅の
to the point where he actually had that sort of money. It wasn't just that, you know, that he was just born that fucking rich.
だからどうした
Though I do find some of the things that that I have here that Mas doing do kind of amuse me rather greatly, you know. It's not every day you find somebody who just randomly goes like, you know, what would be fun? Playing fucking Twitter. That, to be fair, is something I find rather amusing. Not to say that I'm much of a fan of him per se, but
俺には関係ないな
I do have to take
心得その
a
1
moment to laugh
部屋に戻る
at
か
that. Just go like, meh. Okay, so what was I supposed to be doing? I should just probably actually focus a little bit on the story instead of just going like on about all of the nonsense. And then again, I did miss talking about random nonsense with your whole strategy. That did kinda... Okay, I'm just going back home. Okay, so I haven't really missed much. Just like, well, I beat up some... I really hate that breastplate. See, you could completely remove the breastplate because she's still wearing a fucking chain shirt underneath. That probably would suffice, I'd say. You don't need that. And it just looks out of place. It looks strange. Doesn't look pleasant. Why are you wearing it? I mean, since they already took a lot of freedom in recreating the characters to them new standards or whatever the fuck, you could have done something about that.
じゃないとしたらなんだ
取引か
いい感してるでもこれ他のメンバーには内緒にしてよね
Well, typing can be indeed fucking hard sometimes. Actually, I'm pretty sure that at this point I'm fucking slow when it comes to typing. Not much practice and all of that. I also have to get used to fucking doing some small editing again. That's going to be the next big thing, getting back into the swing of things. Just now that I know that the setup actually works, there's a lot of work to be done. I also probably should start doing what I originally planned to doing, namely at least creating a bit of an intro and outro for the video uploads for YouTube, so that they are not just random bits and pieces, basically.
私の計算だと出発したら朝まで戻れない 準備は今のうちにしっかりね。終わったら教えて。
Yeah,
準備は OK？
that's
じゃあ夜になったら駅に集合。頼りにしてるよ。
Well, I mean, to be fair, how will you even reach the end of the universe? Last I heard, the universe was still expanding, at least as far as Giant Chef told us. And I wouldn't trust those people all that completely after that whole catastrophe that they brought upon helped Corona times. Those damages will really last us quite a while. Well, not good. Well, that aside, June of the universe has an end of its life cycle though. That would be kinda interesting. Not that any of us will ever fucking see it, but when they do say that everything that has a beginning also has an end, maybe. Oh well, so we can speculate quite a bit longer.
私起きたまま寝言言った？
両親の顔見ておきたいだろうなって思ったっす。図星だろ。
いてててて。
で、本当ずうずうしいと思うんだけど、親のいない俺たちにも。
Well, I do believe that, and that's actually the biggest part of me predicted that at the later stages you had that basically everyone's just spouting the same lines. And, okay, to be fair, nice and good, but the fact that even the Essex commissions and stuff like this were completely taken out of the picture when it came to the vaccines and nonsense, that it went a bit far. That went into territory that is really dangerous. Definitely not a good direction we were going. We should definitely learn a lot for the future. And that we can avoid doing good damage. Because even now, just the purely economical damages are ruining lives. Still, that's really not something, you know, doing good.
でもあれは願望。やっぱり私の責任なんだよね。設計図の指定よりも強力な
I mean, yeah, there are still people who are like, no, this was never true. Personally, I don't think there's much doubt that there was indeed something going on, and it was quite a thing. But I do believe that in quite a few of the cases, especially when it comes to the individual lockdowns, the state went far above what he should have done in its capacity, and the damages that were caused. Jesus Christ. Saved up for that beer, eh? I sure will do just that. Thank you very much. How do I... Okay, that's our block. That's how I do some extra speed. That's neutral. Long range attack. If I lose, then I want to. Let me finish that section. I should let myself a second call. Because this should give me enough time to finish the first one. Oh, I wanted to jump too. So... Fun away. That's kinda cute that you can just do that. Hey, I hate you with that. Why did you fall? I'm surprised you still had that many points again. You do collect those points. Quite rapidly, don't you? Hey, screw you, asshole. Does kind of feel like it, doesn't it? Or maybe it's just the adrenaline, you know. Something rather harshly. Bit of a thrilling ride, isn't it? Oh, you know, maybe she just has, as she has always basically had quite a bit of a thing for Cloud. Fit into the whole pretty boy thing, the lady. But it does mean that my chances would probably be rather minuscule. doesn't really seem to they don't really do much damage, do they? Also, there's quite a lot of auto control. Basically, if I just leave the stick in the middle, the bike will still move left and right without my input. Yeah, that was not enough killing. I mean, you know, to be fair, bike shit is part of Final Fantasy VII. There's one very long chase scene at the end of it. So remember that. Wait a bit. Overly long chase scene, mind you. Can you do that like this? Just might not be able to stream properly. Oh, why is that? I mean, haven't really, as you can imagine, heard anything, so I'm a bit out of context and shit. Ah, okay, fair enough. Surely just fit. Driving straight, but I can't drive straight because my bike doesn't let me go straight. I remember now, we actually did this, didn't we? Yes, we fucking did this. We did this part and we ended up all it's some neighborhood, I suppose. But that's where we ended it. Yeah, I remember now. I was about to say, I remember the new bike chain like this, not just from the old Final Fantasy VII. Stop throwing shit at me, doesn't really matter of you. Yeah, seems a lot of shit has happened while I wasn't available. Even a Fiat would be the fucking case. Okay, can we end this now, or...? No, of course not, because as the next part we're gonna have to deal with that shit. Paramount Press? She doesn't tell me anything, what's that supposed to be? Question mark? Run, now we get the asshole. No, not yet, we're still just gonna deal with the fucking small ones. Yes, no service for sure. I'm one of those few people who needed to actually look up what that whole Netflix thing was to understand the joke about Netflix and chill, so I could say I'm not in the know when it comes to it. Could be that we have something like this, but I'm not too familiar with streaming services. Never felt the need for them, and honestly, well, apart from some shitty shows that I watched while in the hospital, I haven't really watched any TV for quite a while.